So, it's about that time. A lot of people have been asking about this boat, and so I figured maybe I'll post a little bit of an update. The boat turned out fantastic. Couldn't be happier. So, there's been a lot of questions, you know, about the video and about the boat. So let's go over some of them. A lot of people thought I was fucking crazy for doing what I did. If you don't know what I did, I'll try to put a tag right there, or click on my channel. You know, my little profile thing down there, and it's the video. It's titled "How I Made My Boat Wider." So you can see in the back there where the big motor's at, that whole uprised section is new. The whole middle section is new. The boat used to be a 4-foot floor. Now it's 5'3". It used to be a 6-foot gunnel to gunnel, and now it's 7'3". Doesn't leak a drop. And yes, it is all riveted together. You know, there's a lot of welding too, but the actual sheet material, it's all riveted. And I used, go ahead and cuss me out now, but I used Gorilla Glue epoxy adhesive between the sheeting before riveting. And that's really the only stuff that I could find that was submersible and waterproof. A lot of things were, you know, water resistant, but not really what I was looking for. So that's what I ended up using, and it turned out great. No complaints. The stability. So when you gain this much width, you know, it's a total of 15 inches. I did a 19-inch piece with 2-inch overlap, so lots of strength, but with this much more width, I gained a lot of displacement and not a lot of weight. Believe it or not, I only gained a total of about 250 pounds, which is pretty good. It's like having another dude on the boat, really. Just no big deal. What I really liked about it right off the bat was the amount of freeboard. Freeboard is the actual amount of boat that's hanging out of the water when you're in it. So previously the water used to be up to the rub rail in the back. You can see that rub rail. I'm leaning off to one side as well, as you can tell. The rub rail is, you know, almost 8 inches, 8 or 9 inches out of the water. And the actual amount of boat that's in the water, you know, it ain't much. So even when I come to the back, you know, we got a 350 pound 75 Mariner on here, which is, you know, basically a Mercury. And I got, you know, 50 pounds of 8.5 horse here. And when I hang off this back corner, I mean, really 4 inches, right about there. So when I'm hauling butt, which hasn't been, that's a whole nother story, but when I'm really ripping, the boat isn't even barely in the water because of all this displacement, which is great except for the turning part. So yeah, it's a jet pump, as you saw when I was leaning over there, but if you don't have much rib in the boat, or as much rib in the water, it doesn't really want to turn. I mean, it does, but it's really sluggish. So you got to really, you know, anticipate the turn coming up. which is okay. I've gotten used to it. It's no big deal. Or you just, slow down a tiny bit and then you can make the turn. So the turning is really the only downfall. But as far as the stability goes, I mean, holy crap. I can have 4 dudes in here and it's not bad at all. You probably can't tell in the video, but if I stand on one side of the boat versus walking over to the other side of the boat, I mean, we're talking about maybe a 2-inch tip, which is fantastic. My platform up here, I love it. It's great for my anchor storage and whatnot. Wish it was a little bigger, really. I mean, I could have put this dash anywhere. And if I was going to do it all over again, I think that I probably would have put that dash about a foot further back to make the front deck a little bit bigger and to gain some of my weight to the back. Which is fine. It's fine where it's at. It's just that I wish the deck was a little bit bigger. And as far as, the actual work that was involved, I mean, you can see here, this is, the boat's a mess, but original material, new material, and this is the original rib here, and I just made a new rib, all the way over with this, and this is welded to that, and, obviously these 3 pieces are welded together. And then you've got the rivets going through all the sheeting, that is pretty sturdy. My seat bracket deals that I made, hell for stout. I mean, I have no complaints. Turned out great. But I have had some motor problems lately. So that's why I haven't really been making a lot of videos, because I can't really get out on the water without the boat running very well. So, I mean, it's not too crazy, but it took me a while to figure it out, because the symptoms were all over the place. Because I've had, it turns out, in a nutshell, it needs a CDI, the computer, the black box, switch box they call it. But it's a CDI control unit, because I've got no spark on number 3. So currently I'm running on 3 out of 4 cylinders, which is working for now. I can only get up to about 15-20 miles an hour. But yeah, it took me a while to figure that out, because I had spark without the engine running. Really odd. But with the engine running, so I'm in the yard, I got it all hooked up, cranking on it, spark. I mean, everything's good. I got great fuel, carbs are clean. I mean, I went through the whole thing trying to figure it out, and a lot of internet searching, and I even talked to a professional over in the next town over, and yeah. But it turns out that the symptoms were different when it was running, and that's really the only time that I had a problem. Found out with my timing light that number 3 had no go-go. And of course, I did compression check and all that. This motor is tight at 154 pounds per hole, and I already ordered my new part. Should be coming next weekend, and then I should be making some more videos for you. Thanks for watching. I don't really know what else to share other than the fact that my boat is freaking sweet. Oh, let's talk speed. So previously, before I cut the boat in half and made it wider, the boat would do about 29, 32 miles per hour at the most. And I could run in about 6 inches of water with the jet pump. And then I'd start, doing a little bit of rock grinding. Now, because I've gained displacement, of course, I only found this out right when I first did it, because then the engine had problems. But now I do about 36 to 38 miles per hour, and I'm running in about 1.5 inches of water. So that should allow me to get up into those places that nobody else will dare to go. And the boat's so light that that it can power up, no problem. Total weight, including the trailer. Obviously, I haven't taken it off the trailer at the scale. That would be kind of dumb. But including the trailer, we're at 1,950 pounds with a full tank of fuel and loaded with gear and life jackets and a cooler full of food. And so, minus the fuel, minus the cooler food and all the crap that's in here, it is of legal weight, including the trailer. So still no trailer tag required here in Oregon. Probably is required with a full tank of fuel, but it's right there. It's right there. Anyway, yeah, I'm really happy with it, and hope to enjoy many more days of fishing. So I'm gonna get my arm in a cast real quick. Thanks for watching, and you guys are awesome. I appreciate all the support that I got for this crazy project. And as far as all you naysayers out there, this thing's gonna fold like a taco and whatnot, I got a couple of really rude comments on there, which is fine. Haters gonna hate, right? Yeah. I hope you guys are having as much fun as I am, and hit that subscribe button for me. We'll see you on the next video. Thanks.